Tell you that the New Testament was witchcraft? I just did a video about this just the other day. And then look at this brother, the real truth. The real truth doing a same video. Same thing. Do you see how the Most High y'all downloads to us different things? I told you that is witchcraft. Look at this, y'all.
A talebearer. Okay, scandal monger.
The New Testament is enslavement of the mind. So let's go back to where we were.
In the Webster's 1828 dictionary, gossip, a sponsor, one who answers for a child in baptism. Just getting warmed up. See,
I'm gonna do some skipping.
Someone who sees divine truth, right? In the winter of 1804.
We got to come to a realization that all of those things that are in the Bible are still in the Bible. All of those things that they took from the Bible and placed it in a slave Bible are still from the Bible. All the horrific sayings, all the horrific things that they took from the Bible that condone slavery and they put it in a slave Bible is still condoning slavery.
Okay. So.
And Tinsko Watawa. They got in the slave Bible, man. These books was taken out. They were omitted entirely. So it didn't even have Leviticus in it. Alright. 2 Samuel, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Amos, Obadiah, Esther, Nehemiah, Habakkuk. I mean, look at all these books they took out. They took some New Testament books out too. They took Revelation out. Alright. The authors of the slave Bible accurately quoted the King James Bible in the verses that were selected, creating a false narrative by their omission of key details and context that were edited out. Its books, chapters, and verses stress obedience to authority, humility, self-control, and the subservience of servants as virtues that lead to wisdom and eternal salvation. Alright? Now, I ain't gonna go through all this. Alright, but this is the slave Bible, man. Alright? And let's see what else. Let's talk about the first encounters. Alright? When the Europeans first in America are dark, copper colored, with jet black hair, while most possess curls in the extreme and every level of wavy hair in between. The texture of hair is generally fine, soft, or silk, or coarse, or harsh. The hair of men falling down to their hams, I say hams, and sometimes to the ground, is divided into plaits or slabs 2 inches wide and filled with a profusion of glue and earth, which become very hard and remains unchanged from year to year. Today, this form of hair is called locks. Alright, the American Indian hair. Come on now. Alright. Let me see, can I get one more in? And look. Alright, Virginia Indians may be classified, this from a news article, may be classified with Negro race. This was going on all the way up until 1930, man. Alright, Richmond, VA. The Chickahominy Indians in New Kent County have become disturbed. Why? Over the possibility that they will be classified as Negroes in the 1930 census due to the efforts of Dr. W.A. Plecker. You see what happened, right?
Walter Plecker.
Alright, Mr. Plecker made sure he finalized your heritage demise by reclassifying you from Indian to Negro. Part of the bywords in Deuteronomy 28, man. Alright? Now give me just a second. Alright, we rocking. Okay. So yeah, Mr. Plecker. That guy. But yeah, man. Where was going? Oh yeah. And don't forget. Alright? Never forget. In 1828, man, American was a Native America originally applied to the Aboriginals of copper-colored races found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. What a shame. Alright? What a shame. Shame on them. Let's keep rolling. So, why? This is so-called Black history. Why Bibles given to slaves omitted most of the Old Testament? The slave Bible, right? Alright?
And do y'all realize they're doing this to this day? I keep telling y'all, you're still in slavery. They don't teach you the Old Testament in those churches. They teach you New Testament. Not hardly anybody knows the laws, statutes, and commandments. Not hardly anybody. And then you go in there and ask your pastor to read. Just take we take a consensus in your church. We want to read all the laws, statutes, commandments in church. Tell them you don't want to do nothing else. Y'all ain't gonna put no money in collection plate unless they read all the laws, statutes, commandments in the Tanakh, in the Torah, in front of everybody. Don't add nothing. Don't add to it. Don't take away. Just read them straight out what they say. They're not gonna do it because they're trying to keep you in mental slavery.
Most of the Old Testament is missing and only about half of the New Testament remains. The reason? So that the enslaved so-called Africans, we know who they're doing it to, the ones they call African Americans, in the Caribbean islands of Jamaica, Barbados, and Antigua couldn't read or be read anything that might incite them to rebel. Okay? Selected. The slave Bible was actually titled Parts of the Holy Bible, selected for the use of the Negro slaves. It's not clear who exactly directed these changes. British planters in the Caribbean had long been weary of missionaries and could have demanded that they only teach enslaved people certain parts of the Bible. But some missionaries may have also believed that it was only appropriate to teach enslaved people excerpts that reinforced their enslaved status. Whoever the slave Bible's editors were, they're really highlighting portions that would instill obedience. Alright? Turn the other cheek. I'm pretty sure that was in there. Alright? First published in 1807. But at this time, you still had wars going on, man. And they were still fighting, man. I guess they was losing. They had to conquer you with the book. The Haitian Revolution could have been a motivation for publishing the Bible without the part where Moses tells Pharaoh to let my people go. They took that part out. Missionaries and planters may have thought that Christianity, at least certain parts of it, would protect against revolutions by teaching enslaved people to respect their masters. The slave Bible doesn't include Moses leading the Israelites to freedom, but it does include Joseph's enslavement in Egypt. Passages that emphasize equality between groups of people were also excised. This included, there is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female. For all ye are one in Christ Jesus. And that's from Galatians. The slave Bible also doesn't contain the book of Revelations, which it tells of a new heaven and earth in which evil will be punished. And we know the Revelations is a super hijack. We're going to get to it. Alright? We're going to get to it. Let me see. Just getting warmed up. Now, the New Testament begins with what's called the Gospels. Okay? Gospel. Etymology of the word gospel.
Pay attention, y'all. This is very important. I didn't even catch this until he just brought it up. I didn't even catch this. Why did Miriam get in trouble? Well, yeah. But doing what? Gossiping. He cursed her with what? He cursed her with what? Leprosy. The loss of your pigment to being a white skin.
Is a God spell. Look. God spell. This is a God spell. Glad tidings announced by JC. One of the four gospels literally means good spell from God. So it can be good spell or God spell. Alright? It's a story, a message. See spell. Now why are we talking about spells when we talking about scriptures from the Most High? What is a spell? It's a story, a saying, a tale, a story, a fable. It's not true, man. Alright, this is a spell. Alright, a myth. The older senses are obsolete. The term spell is generally used for magical procedures which cause harm or force people to do something against their will, unlike charms for healing and protection. Alright? So this causes harm. In general,
The New Testament causes harm. I keep telling you, the New Testament is the book of death. I keep telling you, the New Testament is the book of death.
terms, the belief underlying the use of spells is that the wish that they embody will be fulfilled, regardless of its goodness or badness, so long as the formula has been correctly pronounced. Broadly speaking, then, spell and prayer, like magic and religion, to which they severally belong, can be distinguished by the nature of intended purpose. A doctrine, a sermon. Instruction, teaching the God spell or the God spell. Okay? So, off the rip, off the jump, they brought you the God spells. They bring you a spell. Okay? We don't deal with spells. Alright? The Bible warns specifically against it. Matter of fact, let me see. Because we're going to really dig into this. Right. We're just going with the flow. Whatever comes to mind, let's see. It's not called spells. It's called divination. Alright? Matter of fact, hold on. Let's get it over here so we can break down the actual words.
I just showed you that I told you divination. What is divination? Witchcraft. Didn't I tell you what the New Testament is?
Let's see. Oh, since we here, Deuteronomy, keep this in mind. Deuteronomy chapter 4. Alright? Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you for to do them, that ye may live, and go in and possess the land which Yahweh, the Most High of your fathers, giveth you. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of Yahweh, your power, which I command you. Okay? Alright? You can't add to it or take away from it. Let's back this up with Deuteronomy 12. Verse 32. Matter of fact, let's start at 29. This is a warning against idolatry. When Yahweh, alright, thy power, shall cut off the nations from before thee, whether thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land. Take heed to thyself, that thou not be snared by following them, after that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. Thou shalt not do so unto Yahweh thy power, for every abomination to Yahweh which he hateth have they done unto their gods, for even their sons and daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods. They sacrificing their child. Okay, their children. They burn them in the fire. Okay? What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. Alright? Reinforcement right here. That you cannot add or take away. Alright? Can't do that. Now, when you look up gos, which is in the beginning of gospel, alright, the suffix, alright, gospel, suffixes of gos, right underneath it is gossip. Okay? Gospels, gospel, gossip, gospels. Now, what is gossip? Gossip. Sponsor. Alright. Trifling talk. Groundless rumor. Okay? Gossip. Gossiping. To talk idly about affairs of others. Alright? Gossip. Okay? In the Webster's 1828 dictionary, gossip, a sponsor, one who answers for a child in baptism, a godfather, a tippling companion, and sometimes lurk in a gossip's bowl. Mere tattle, idle talk.
Did y'all see this? A gossip, which the Most High Yah punished Miriam for, a sponsor, one who answers for a child in baptism, a godfather. That's a sin. Do y'all see that that means that this baptism is a sin? A gospel, a sponsor to speak up for a child to get a baptism. Do y'all see the sin that they got y'all committing all day, every day? The Most High Yah punish Miriam for this.
One who runs from house to house tattling and telling news, an idle tattler. Alright? To chat, to talk much, to be a pot companion, to run about and tattle. Tattletale. Okay? Now, if you look up the word gossip, it's not in there. But when you look up the word talebearer, it takes you straight to Leviticus 19:16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Alright? A talebearer revealeth secrets in Proverbs 11. Proverbs 18, the words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Proverbs 20, he that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Therefore meddle not with them that flattereth with his lips. Okay? Talebearer, as you can see, this is not a good thing. Alright? Hold on. I thought this one had the... Okay, this is the version we need. Let's get it back. Oh, we can't get it back? Hold on. Okay, this the one. This the one. Is it not clicking on it? You see how as soon as I do a video, start not working right. You know what I mean? Any other time, this would be straight. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. I'm trying to get the Strongs. There we go. Alright. Talebearer, right? Talebearer. Rakil, a scandal monger. Slander, carry tales. Talebearer. Alright? 6 times in the Bible. Alright? We just went through it. Alright? Now, that's what gossip is. Which is related to the word gospel. Isn't it? Gossip. Let's see. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. Gospel. Okay. So the words they put at the bottom usually relate.
An evangelist, y'all.
Spell.
Evangelist is a gossip. Evangelism is gossip, which is a sin. You're a talebearer, which is a sin.
Evangelism. Gospeler. Alright? Alright, this is also connected to gossip. Okay, so off the rip, we got a problem with the New Testament in these so-called gospels, man. that gossips, okay, to slander, tale, scandal, okay, same thing as a talebearer, okay, scandal monger, alright, it's a scandal, this New Testament. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the contradictions and why we really don't mess with the New Testament. Alright? I'm going to run through these real quick because I already did a video similar to this talking about the contradictions. But we're going to bring it back for a stack, man. Okay? I got some of the major contradictions. We're just going to go through it real quick. We're going to start off with Romans 6:14. And you know I hate reading, but we're gonna have to get I hate reading from the New Testament, but we're gonna have to go ahead and get it today. Let me see. Alright, 6:14. So
Y'all, I'm not going to do this whole video. I just want to prove to you. Now, if you want to go and go to his channel, I showed you his channel in the beginning of this video. I just wanted to show you why we are to knock only and y'all only. Because of the lies. And because the spell that is being put over your head. You're being lied to. By wicked people.
For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. And then look, slaves to righteousness. Alright? But it's
Isaiah 45, it says the Most High Yah is the one who speaks righteousness. He's the one that speaks righteousness. And then they're telling you in the New Testament, you're a slave to righteousness.
It says you are not under the law, okay, in Romans chapter 6, but under grace. Alright, this is contradicting what we just read in Deuteronomy. Alright, now let's go to Romans chapter 10. Skip over here to 10. Verse 4. For Christ is the end of the law.
Woo.
Say what? For righteousness to everyone that believeth. Huh? He is the end of the law. For righteousness to everyone that believeth.
Ezekiel 20. Everybody that does the law, follows his law, statutes, commandments, and keep his Sabbaths will live. Those who don't do the law will die. That's Ezekiel 20. That's why they say you're dead in Christ. Because when you follow Christ, you don't follow the law. And then you don't follow the law, you are dead.
So
You are a walking zombie.
ended the law. Okay. Let me see what this says real quick. I didn't even read this. Oh, this is when you gotta confess it by mouth. Okay. So if thou confess with thy mouth the Lord JC, and shall believe in thine heart that God hath raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. So this is how you gotta get saved in the New Testament right here. Alright? You gotta
In the Tanakh, if you follow law, statutes, commandments, and call in the name of Yah, you will be saved. Or some of you say Yah-oh, some of y'all say Yahweh, some of y'all say Ahaya Haya, some of you say Waha, some you say Let me see. I think I got them. Yahweh, Yahya, Yahuwah. That's the other one. But those who know Yah's name and call in his name, that's how you save. You know his name, you call on him. Jeremiah 33:3. I say it all the time. My name is Yah. Call on me, and I will answer you and show you things you do not know. Now, this dude right here just said the way you get saved is you believe in your heart that this dude was raised from the dead. That's necromancy, y'all. That's necromancy. Calling the dead? Come on.
Confess that JC is the Lord. Believe it in your heart that the Most High raised him from the dead, and that's how you get salvation in the New Testament. Wow. Alright, we're gonna move along. Because I got a few of them to go through. We just gonna run through these real quick. These are clear, obvious contradictions, man. Leviticus chapter 11. Alright. We got laws on clean and unclean animals that you can eat. Alright? Alright? What you can eat and what you cannot eat. Alright? Read Leviticus chapter 11. Okay? It's breaking it down. Alright? Some things are abominable, some things are acceptable. Alright? But however, when you skip on over there to the New Testament, and you go to Mark chapter 7, 18 and 19. Alright? And he saith unto them, so this is in red, JC is saying this. Are ye so without understanding also? Don't talk to him like that, JC. Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, and it cannot defile him? Oh man, this is why I hate it. This is why I hate reading New Testament. Look at this, man. Look how he worded it. Whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him, because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the draught, purging all meats. What? So it go into the draught. That's where you sit down and do it at. And that somehow, some way purges all the meats.
Lying.
Alright, contradiction number 2, man. This is a big one, man. Because we got a whole chapter on what you can eat and what you can't eat in Leviticus 11. But over here in Mark, what he said? Unbelievable. Okay. Let me get that one more time. He said that. I can't believe he said that. Do not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him. Alright, going against Leviticus laws now, okay? Because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly. What is heart got to do with him eating, man? You ain't supposed to eat it, you ain't supposed to eat it. What is this man talking about? Alright, moving on. Alright,
He's basically saying it's going in your belly, you're going to poop it out anyway. So you might as well eat what you want. That's what JC's top teaching. He teach you drinking all the blood, eating all the flesh, all that stuff. When the Most High Yah tells you throughout the Tanakh, No blood, no flesh. Genesis 9, he says, no blood, no flesh. This is even before you get all the way to Deuteronomy, to Leviticus, to Exodus. He telling them when they got off the boat in Genesis, no blood, no flesh. Thank you.
Genesis. Moving on, man. Clearly, you can see that contradiction right there, right? Now we're going to Genesis 17, verse 10. All right. Circumcision. All right. Talking about circumcision now. This is my covenant, which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant between me and you. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generations, he that is born in the house or bought with money of any stranger which is not of thy seed. He that is born in thy house and he that is bought with thy money must needs be circumcised. And my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. And the uncircumcised man child whose flesh of foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He hath broken my covenant. Alright? And of course, this is Hawa speaking. Alright? And they said God, but this is Hawa said unto Abraham. Alright? Hawa said this to Abraham. Alright? Ain't no way around it. You gotta get circumcised, man. It's also a part of cleanliness. Okay? It's a covenant. But now let's go ahead and get it over here in Galatians, man.
Now, New Testament tell y'all the unclean things.
All right. Galatians chapter 5, verse 2. Matter of fact, we can start at 1. But stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free. And be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Behold, I, Paul, say unto you, that if ye be circumcised, Christ shall profit you nothing. Whoa. Hold on, man. Wait a minute now. What you said? You gonna run it back by me again? Behold, I, Paul, say unto you, that if ye be circumcised, Christ shall profit you nothing. What? And this is called Christ setting them free. So pretty much what he's saying is that you don't need to be circumcised, man.
Y'all see what this says right here? For I testify again, every man that is circumcised, that he is a debtor to the whole law. You're a debtor to the law. You see what they're saying about the law? That the law causes debt. It's bad.
In fact, he's saying you shouldn't be circumcised, because if you circumcised, Christ shall profit you nothing. For I testify again to every man that is circumcised that he is a debtor to do the whole law. Christ is become of no effect unto you whatsoever of you are justified by the law. Ye are fallen from grace. Oh, it gets worse. The further and further you go, it gets worse.
So he said if you follow the law, Christ ain't no good for you. He can't help you. He can't deal with you. You can't roll with Christ if you follow the law. So I'm gonna end this video right here. But if you want to go see If you want to see the rest of it, because it's over 3 hours long, and I didn't mean to make a 3 hour long video, but this is the gentleman right here, the real truth. He's breaking down how this is enslavement, and he just put this on here like 6 hours ago. Okay? Thank you, brother, for this breakdown. All praises to the Most High, Yah. And in Him alone, all praises to you, to Yah, and Him alone. And I'm going to end this video by saying, hallelujah.